Hi everybody, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to do a demonstration of Saucery3. So Saucery3 just quickly is a NuGet package that you can get from NuGet packages / Saucery3, and it's in pre-release because it's tied against at the moment NUnit3 beta 4. So because that's in beta, this is a pre-release package, but I'll keep it up to date as NUnit3 is released. So let's have a look at some code. So I've got this Saucery3 tester, which is dog fooding Saucery. It's referenced to the Saucery3 and NUnit package, and I've got two fixtures here, both with 3 tests in them, and one got 2 data-driven tests like that, and with 2 test cases there, and so that makes it 7 tests in total. And let me just show you something. If I close and reopen these, when you're using Saucery3, you might see that this is didn't do it. You might see these come up all in red. That's because of the encryption that I've got on running on Saucery3, and ReSharper, which I have installed, has some issue. If you just right click here, there'll be a little red light bulb here, and just say reference it. It'll go away. It's just ReSharper being ReSharper. It has a little issue around it, but it works fine, as we'll clearly see in a second. So let's have a look at this, a closer look at this code. First thing you'll notice is there's no test fixture. There's no magic strings defined next to the test fixture to specify all the platforms you want to test on. It's just your NUnit or your unit test framework, and you can focus on writing your business tests. So here we've got a whole bunch of Selenium tests that are hitting the guinea pig page just for demonstration purposes. SauceLabs.com/test/guinea pig. That's just got some controls on it. Simple page that you can just hit up and run some tests against. So no test fixture, no setup, no teardown. All that's taken care of for you by Saucery. The only thing that you need is a very simple constructor that takes in a class that I provide called source platform. Pass it through to the base constructor in Saucery base, and you're done. I'll show you also the Saucery base. I've also provided Saucery Android base and Saucery iOS base that interact with the Appium libraries that Saucery will also pull in, so you can write Appium code against your native test packages for your native apps. Anything else I want to show you in here other than the code's really simple? No, let's give it a run. So let's go into I'll show you the Jenkins config just quickly. So we've got 7 tests, and here we've specified 4 platforms that we want to test to run against here, using the Source on Demand plugin. You tick on source, and you get these drop downs. So these are all the platforms that SauceLabs currently support, and Saucery does not care whether you put stuff in WebDriver or Appium. You'll notice when you're using this plugin that there is some overlap. It also looks the same to Saucery when it comes through. It takes care of sending platforms to the right type of, be it Appium or WebDriver. It takes care of that for you internally. So we're hitting up 2 Android platforms, 4 and 5.1 in landscape, and Windows 10, Firefox 39, and Chrome 43 on Windows 8.1. So let's go back to our build and let's kick it off. Off it goes. Just hit the tests. and there it goes. Just got kicked off. Now my account has got 2 concurrent VMs, so 2 tests can run at once. If you've got an account that's got 8 tests in parallel, then 8 tests can be run in parallel. Another great feature of Saucery is it also internally takes care of flow control. So what that means is that your machine, left to its own devices, will submit tests as fast as its CPU will allow it to SauceLabs. And what SauceLabs does is it will start dropping tests on the floor if you submit more tests than your concurrent account settings allow. In my case it's 2. So if left to its own devices, if my machine sent more than 2 tests, SauceLabs would start dropping them on the floor. So the flow control, the built-in flow control capabilities of Saucery means that my machine is held back a little bit, and it doesn't submit more than SauceLabs won't drop any tests on the floor. So by going a little bit slower, it means that you get a better outcome because no tests drop on the floor. So this will run for a while. I might cut this video a little bit and jump forward when it gets there, but we expect 28 tests to occur because we're hitting 7 tests across 4 different platforms. So I'll just show you just quickly at the start of this test. It's ticking away quite happily. You can see here that I've got some niceties here in the console. So we're setting up this test, which is the name of the test we've got in the code, and I've also suffixed the platform that it's on and the type of test that it's going towards. So here we see Android 4 is going to WebDriver, Android 5.1 is going to Appium. So I take care of all that for you. Okay, so welcome back. I've just cut the video there, so we jump forward a bit, and we've got 28 tests ran, 28 passed. There we go. So there's all the output there. Alright, so if you want to get your hands on Saucery, you can grab the NuGet package from NuGet, and you'll need to grab an activation key from fullcirclesolutions.com.au, which is my website. If you scroll down just a bit, you'll see the Saucery packages here, and NUnit3 is just here for $99 a year. I think this represents great value for money for the time that it'll save you in not having to worry about all the plumbing in interacting with Saucery. Thanks very much, and look out for the other videos on my channel, and I'll put links to various useful links in the comments. Thanks a lot.